About Ada. But before we start, I would like to ask you, how is your day going? I hope you are fine. My day was alright. Nothing to complain about, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, what is happening with Ada? We are using the 1 hour time frame, yes? As you can see, Ada is showing weakness. Now, I was expecting I don't know if you've seen my last video, but in my last video I was saying that we are going down and then we're going to make a lower high. But thanks God, after this lower high we went down, we have made a higher low, which is of course good, and now we're going up. Looks like at the moment we're going down again, yes, because uh, in my opinion soon we're going to touch this level here, which is of course resistance level, as you can see this line here. And this point, which is basically, let's say, 1.20, you know, it's resistance for us. So we need to be careful at that level. Now, let's talk about the 4 hour time frame, because I think it's going to be a little bit more helpful. Now, as you can see in the 4 hour time frame, we're basically playing between the 100 EMA line, which is this line here, and the 200 EMA line, which is this line here. So basically, we're playing between these two lines, as you can see, yes. Now here we had a breakout, then we went back down, and now we're trying to stay on top of our 200 EMA line. So what is happening basically is that we're trying to stay on top of this 200 EMA line, as you can see. Are we actually doing it? Yeah, yes and no, yes. But anyway, if I zoom in on the RSI, I can see that I'm turning bullish because of this low and higher low here, so which means that most likely we're going to touch this line. Another great signal in the 4 hour time frame, which represents, let's say, 1 or 2 days, depends at what stage it is. But anyway, we know that for the following few days we're going to be bullish, I mean mainly bullish, because the stock RSI is telling, okay, we've been oversold and now we're going back up. As you can see, last time, after all of these, yes, we didn't even reach the overbought area. Like, we reached it, but just a little bit, yeah. So it may actually indicate that this time we're going to be slightly more bullish than the previous time. And if, but I say if, yes, we're going to be more bullish than the previous time, from here we could easily reach this level. Yeah, sorry. We could easily reach this level because we have a resistance here, I would like to remind you, yes. So at 1.30-ish, we have resistance, so we may actually go up here and then down, find support, or here, or here. I'm not that good at drawing lines, or here, or on this line, anyway, in this area. So if this happens, yes, it's great. Why is that? It's great because, of course, we can actually tell that we have made a higher high, which is good. Then we found support on the previous resistance, and so everything is great, yeah. And from this level we can easily go up, and this is, of course, this is not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is this, yes. But look how small we are at the moment, yes. So why is this great? This is great because at the moment, as I said, our primary trend is a bearish trend, yes. This is something that we have to keep in mind, yes. As long as we are in between these two lines, yes, which of course form a channel, yes. So as long as we are within this channel here, then we are never going to be bullish. I mean, of course, we're going to see some bullishness, but never like a proper one, yes? A proper one, I mean that we're going back to $2-3, yes? This is what I mean. So, in order for us to be bullish, we need, first thing, to break through this level. Second thing, to make a higher high, higher than this one, yes? Because as you can see, after this high, we never had another high that high, if that makes sense. And then after this high, of course, we need to go above this one. Then, of course, we need to go above this one, and so on, yes? So we're playing in stages. As soon as we break through this stage, we're going higher, maybe to this level, then go back down, then up. We're going to play like this, hopefully. Depends how bullish we are, of course. So the situation is not actually looking bad. In my opinion, we may actually see some good levels of bullishness soon. The problem is that, as I said, in the 1 day time frame, we are overbought. Yes, overbought most of the time means that the price is going to rise in an aggressive way, and then we're going to have a major correction. So what I hope, to be honest, is that at some point we're going to see correction. Yes, of course. But as I was saying yesterday, we can see how bullish or how bearish we are based on our corrections. So if I'm really bullish, yes, and the price goes up, let's say till this level, yes, and then my correction is just going to bring the price back to the right level, which is here, yes. So if this is my correction, yes, then everything is fine because my correction is right. Even if we're slightly bearish, is nothing to worry about. Yes. So what matters the most is the bigger picture. As long as we're bullish in the bigger picture, then we got nothing to worry about. Yes. Even if we have a lot of corrections, yes, it doesn't really matter. So at the moment, I'm quite happy for whatever is happening because, look, let me show you. As you can see, yes, from this point, so let's say this is our bottom, yes, this level here, which is 0.9. Yes, so from this point here could actually represent the beginning of a new primary trend, yes. And if you look closely, we can actually tell that here it's actually happening some sort of pattern, because as you can see with the next side that we're going to have, which could actually be this one, who knows, we're within this pattern, yes, which most of the time represents a continuation pattern. So most likely we're going to see a breakout towards a higher price, yes. But that's hard to tell, yes, because as we could break the upwards, we could easily break downwards, yes. So we need to be a little bit careful at whatever is going to happen now. If we successfully break through this level of resistance, then everything is going to be all right, in my opinion. So this situation is not too bad. I think thanks to this bullishness in the 4-hour time frame, we could actually see a breakout, and hopefully a real one, not a fake breakout. So we will see. In the weekly, if I go in the weekly, the situation is looking great, as you can see. Why is that? Because the stock RSI is showing some bullishness. We had 2 weeks, last week and this week, which are actually green. So, 2 green weeks in a row didn't happen for a while. Last time it happened was here, which was November. And after November, we know what happened, yes. So, this could actually represent the beginning of something, because look, last time there was such a, let's say, aggressive bearish trend. It was, let's say, here, yes. So what happened here is that we went down. We had a lot of red candles, yes, and never 2 green candles together. And then here we started to see green candles, first green candle, which is a hammer. Then after this hammer in the weekly, we just went up in an aggressive way, as you can see. Yes, so most likely, if we're lucky, let's say enough, yes, we're going to see the same thing happening, yes. So if last time we went up like 160%, yes, if this time happens the same, we're going slightly higher, as you can see, yes. So it's good, it's good. We will see. But the bigger picture is not an issue. The bigger picture has never been an issue. The only issue is how long it takes, yes, because thanks to the candles, thanks to the patterns, thanks to the thanks to the charts, basically we can easily tell. I mean, not that easily, but anyway, we can actually have an idea of whatever is going to happen in the future, yes, related to the price. But related to the time, yes, how long it takes for something to happen, I'm not going to say it's impossible, because I can say that maybe we're going to be bullish next week or not, yes. But we cannot be sure about when something is going to happen. For instance, if I say, by next year Bitcoin is going to be 100k. Bitcoin is going to be 100k indeed, but we don't even know when. Yes. So if I say yes, it's going to be 100k, I need to justify myself. I can find the justifications for that. Maybe thanks to a certain tool, or maybe thanks to the fact that we're following a pattern, a bullish pattern, or whatever. But anyway, we cannot be actually 100% confident in when something is going to happen. So, in my opinion, if you really want to invest into ADA, into Bitcoin, into any altcoin you want, then you should, and you want to be a long-term investor, of course, then you should believe more into the project than into the influencer, or maybe even believe into the fact that you're going to make good profit. Yes, because the profit comes out of people. Yes, and people pay for good projects, not always, but most of the time. So as long as you are holding something great, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Yes, because you are confident in the fact that the price is going to increase. This is what you need to keep in mind. Same thing can be applied if you are holding something that you are not certain of. Yeah, so let's say you are holding ADA, you don't know the purpose of ADA, and I think a lot of people out there don't know the purpose of ADA. So if you're holding something only because you bought it, or because it was a mistake or whatever, yes, then as long as you're confident that the price is going to increase, then you shouldn't worry too much. Because I know a lot out there are a lot of people worrying um, about basically red days, red weeks. Yes, we've been red for months, guys. Yes, so at this point we should actually be insane, because if you worry too much about something, then you are not going to see what is happening in a objective way. Yes, you're going to use a subjective point of view, which is a personal point of view. Yes, for something which you cannot control. So as long as you judge something using your point of view, you're not going to judge it in the right way. Yes, and the same can be applied to charts, of course. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't full of content. I really liked my last video. I'm not gonna lie. My last video, I really liked it. But this one is just alright. Anyway, if you got any question, just feel free to ask. I don't mind answering. And see you tomorrow, hopefully.